As you may have noticed, we are in Istanbul, the most important city in Turkey. Although we are not in the capital, which is Ankara, this city is located in a rather bizarre geographical position. In the western side we are in Europe, Sultanahmet. On the eastern part we are in Asia. In addition to this peculiarity, Istanbul is a city with a high historical content. Once known as a Byzantium, then took the name of Constantinople in honor of the Emperor Constantine, who made it the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire. During the following 1000 years, the city was conquered several times and then passed from end to end until Emperor Muhammad II, who made it the capital of the Ottoman Empire, transforming the city from Christian to Muslim. Although the city is all effect completely Muslim, you can still admire several signs of Christian culture in here. Istanbul today is safe, touristy and economic. Here's a look of the top touristic attraction in the holy city divided between two continents. Number 10. Galata Bridge. It's one of the oldest bridges in the city and it's normally crowded with fishermen who line up for the entire length of the bridge, creating one of the most characteristic things of the city. The water of the Golden Ore are very fishy. Do not miss the famous balik ekmek. It's a sandwich with fish to be enjoyed in one of the countless places nearby the bridge. In Italy we say, those who sleep do not catch fish. Big night yesterday. Number 9. Istiklal Caddesi. This avenue connects the famous Taksim Square and the Galata Tower. If you are looking for shopping at traditional Turkish food, you are in the right place. Here you can find any type of street food, such as chestnut maker, the famous bread donuts called simit, not to be missed the Turkish delight based on honey and pistachios, not recommended for diabetics, the unmissable Turkish kebab, and the corn cob, a quick snack with a very plastic consistency. Number 8. Spice Bazaar and Grand Bazaar. For those who love shopping, the Spice Market and the Grand Bazaar are an essential destination. The Spice Bazaar, also known as the Egyptian Bazaar, is more orientated toward spice and sweets. Instead, the Grand Bazaar is a market of an indescribable proportion. Here you can find everything you want, but the truth is that the prices here are not very affordable. Better shopping in other parts of the city where the prices are definitely cheaper. If you get lost in the market, it's perfectly normal. Sooner or later you will make it out. Number 7. Galata Tower. The tower was built by a Genoese in the 1348. It is one of the symbols of Istanbul. If you are lucky, not like me, you can enjoy a beautiful view of the city from here, and the entrance is fairly cheap, and the surrounding area is nice as well. Number 6. Sultanahmet. If you are in Istanbul, even for a few hours, surely you will pass through here. In this area there are the most important monuments of the city, such as the church of Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque, the Imperial Palace of Topkapi and the Hippodrome. I would say that surely the most iconic monument is the church of Hagia Sophia. Once the largest church in the world, originally Christian, then with the Ottoman occupation transforming into a mosque, and then turning into a museum. In front of Hagia Sophia church is the most famous mosque in the city, which is the mosque of Sultanahmet, known as a blue mosque due to the bluish color. Although the mosque was undergoing renovation, with a little bit of imagination you can appreciate the beauties. Every good Muslim prays 5 times a day and the time changes according to sunrise and sunset. In the modern era, every mosque has a digital clock that helps them in their devotion. Nearby is the Hippodrome of Constantinople, with its monuments brought here from all over the empire. The Topkapi Palace, once the Sultan residence, is worth it to visit, but a little bit pricey. Number 5. Islamic culture. Unfortunately, Islamic culture has always had a rather dark approach for us Europeans. We probably don't understand the diversity and the religious approach, which is quite different. Although it's another way of living life, it's pretty fascinating and this diversity is very intriguing. One of the most exciting aspects are the mosques. There are gigantic buildings where each area has a different meaning and its own symbolism. Here you can only enter without shoes. Women must also wear a headdress. These places offer truly special experiences for us, like the singing of the muezzin. The sumptuous decoration and the large chandelier make these places unique. In Istanbul there are thousands of mosques, all of them very beautiful. Among my favorite, the well-known Blue Mosque, the Yenikami Mosque nearby Galata Bridge, the Soleiman Mosque and a little farther away the Fatih Mosque. Here is a map of where you can find these authentic beauties. Number 4. The historic district of Fatih, Fener and Balat. Almost unknown to tourists, although they belong to UNESCO heritage, these districts are absolutely worth it to visit for their authenticity. Here you can admire the Fatih Mosque, where you can observe the way people experience religion without the presence of tourists. Not far from here there is the Fener district, the ancient Greek quarter, which houses the most important Orthodox churches in the city. The most significant aspect of Fener is the ghost town look, due to the Turkish persecution against the Greek during the last century. Last but not the least, the Jewish quarter of Balat. To finish the tour in this district, not very touristy but definitely worth visiting. If you're wondering why there are so many cats here in Istanbul, the answer is very simple. Here these animals are sacred. A legend says that a cat saved Muhammad's life by killing a snake, so cats are free to roam freely. Number 3. Basilica Cistern. This building dates back to the Roman Empire and is a large underground water tank. Pretty odd this Medusa head at the base of this column. The origins are still unknown. Number 2. Beijiktas and Bosphorus. Beijiktas district, overlooking the Bosphorus, is a very modern area with many bars, restaurants and art gallery. Nearby there is the Topkapi Palace, used by the Ottoman as an administrative center. It's now a museum. Nice, but a little expensive. Number 1. Kadikoy district. Just got to the Asian side in Kadikoy. It's well touristic. I think I'm gonna have a dinner here. I heard that the prices are definitely cheaper than the European side. Let's check it out. I'll let you know soon. My god, the lens is really dirty. If you are looking for a place to stay for a few days, Kadikoy is cheap, full of life and out of the tourism environment. But the most important reason to come to Istanbul has an invisible nature. This city is a borderland. It's because as an historical area where the culture, geography and religion came together harmoniously without getting in the way to each other. I think that's all. I hope you like it. See you at the next video.